How's it going, guys? Today we're doing the world's largest gimbal comparison. Let me introduce you to the competitors. Back here we've got the DJI Ronin M. Over here we've got the Zhiyun Crane 2. Up here we've got the Fuyatech AK2000. In front we have the Fuyatech G5 GoPro stabilizer, and over here the ViewFlex mobile stabilizer. Without any further ado, let's jump in to this review. The biggest difference here obviously is the size, and with that the load capacity. Now starting with the highest load capacity is the Ronin M with a max capacity of 8 pounds. Zhiyun Crane 2 has a max of 7 pounds. AK2000 has a max of 6 pounds. And both of these smaller gimbals have a max load capacity around a pound. Now the next biggest difference would be the price. The DJI Ronin M is around $1,100. Zhiyun Crane 2 is $499, AK2000 is $299, the ViewFlex is $125, and the G5 is $99. Now if you're interested in any of these gimbals, they are all linked in the top of the description with the lowest price I could find online. Alright, so we've covered size, load capacity, and price. Now let's do features. The Ronin M has the most available controls because it literally comes with a remote, so somebody else can operate all of the movements of the gimbal while you're holding the gimbal. It's also just the most ergonomic to hold. I mean, it feels really good, like you have a solid grip. However, it really requires both your hands. You can do it with just one. The best way to hold this is with both hands, which means you do not have a spare hand to do other functions, which all of these offer. I gotta tell you, with this size comes a lot of weight, and even if you're using a smaller DSLR camera, after 10-15 minutes, you're gonna feel it in your arms. So the Zhiyun Crane 2 actually has an optional accessory where you can get this bar kind of thing that sticks out from the bottom, so you can use two hands. I think it's around $100 for that accessory, and personally I do like the one-handed feel that you can get with these other gimbals. One really cool feature I want to point out is that the AK2000 is the only gimbal here that has a touch screen right here, so you can control all the functions of the gimbal and the functions of your camera. If you choose to connect it with the wire, you can control all of that through this touchscreen. All of these gimbals right here do have joysticks, so you can control all the major movements of the gimbal. The Ronin M does not have that on the gimbal itself. You can get accessories or have somebody else do that. I would say one of the biggest inconveniences I've found when working with the Ronin M, and why I haven't actually used this in about 6 months, is that you can't set it down. You have to have this stand here. And you can see here all these other gimbals are very similar in their design, and they come with a nice folding tripod, so you can just set it down when your arms get tired or have a break. But the thing is, if you want to set this down, you need this stand, and most of the time you're not going to want this stand in your shot or anywhere near your shot because it could get in your shot. So you have to have it somewhere offset and have somebody bring it in or go walk over there, and your arms are going to get very sore in that process. DJI has resolved many of those issues with the Ronin S, which you can also find a link to in the description. Alright, so my final point of comparison here would be the image quality you get from these gimbals, because at the end of the day, that's really the most important thing, other than story. I would say at the bottom of the list is the G5. It's a phenomenal gimbal, but it can only hold a GoPro such as this, which GoPros are getting very good, like 4K 60, that's incredible, but it's still a GoPro. A step up would be the mobile gimbal, because the cameras on the latest iPhones are phenomenal, but that's still a smartphone. Once we get into these larger gimbals, you can fit a DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera and shoot even higher quality video. Now the Ronin M does great with all those mirrorless and DSLR cameras. It's absolutely flawless. It does not struggle whatsoever. But finally, the reason why this is the best gimbal on the table today and why it costs over $1,000 is because I have mounted a Canon C200 on this gimbal. That was a very fun shoot and truly shows you the capabilities of the DJI Ronin M. It is still a very relevant gimbal today. So I hope this massive comparison was helpful if you are looking to get a gimbal but not really sure which one you should get. If you should get a smaller one, maybe a Ronin M if you want that, There are some even larger than the Ronin M, but I'm assuming you guys are not shooting on a Red camera. I don't know, just an assumption. Once again, the links to find all these are in the top of the description. Make sure to check those out if you're at all interested. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in learning more about DSLR cameras and filmmaking, because I post weekly reviews on all of this fun stuff. And with that, thank you for watching, and as always, don't forget to keep it pro.